Welcome, my beloved crypt goblins. Today we're gonna tell a tale that's actually real and extremely tragic from old-timey Denmark. In the 1500s, a noble girl just up and disappeared at Dragsholm Castle. Where did she go? No one knows. And then, a few hundred years later, what did they find? A skeleton inside one of the castle's walls. Was this the missing noble girl? And if so, how and why did she end up immured inside of a wall? Let's get straight on into it.
Morbid History.
Dragsholm Castle is one of the oldest castles in Denmark and possibly the most haunted. Among its ghostly residents is a spirit known as the White Lady. She appears dressed in pale garments, gliding silently through ancient halls, sometimes weeping, sometimes simply watching. But this particular ghost isn't just a spooky tale to scare tourists. She has a name. Celestine Mariann Gyldenstjerne, and she was a noblewoman of the 16th century. So yeah, Celestine was no mere damsel in distress. She was of noble blood, and with a name that sounds like some extra fancy wine label. Awesome. She lived in Dragsholm Castle, her family's estate. But, alas, life would not be so easy, because she, as noble women back then were very much not meant to do, fell in love with a commoner. The scandal of it all. According to legend, Celestine's noble father thought his daughter was a real prize and intended to marry her off to some other wealthy connections to strengthen the family even further. Yeah, just as people did back then. But sadly for her father, Celestine outright refused. Good for her, or not.
She's all fucked up! Don't forget to like and subscribe!
As it would turn out, and we already said, she was in love with a man from the lower classes. Some say a stable boy. And this forbidden romance did not sit very well, to put it lightly, with her strict father. When he discovered the affair, he did what any completely rational 16th century parent would do. In the year 5050, he stormed her bedroom at night, dragged her out in her nightgown and bricked her up inside the castle walls, alive. And yes, still wearing her nightgown and nightcap. Some versions of this sad tale said that you could hear her screaming, crying, and clawing at the walls until she finally found rest in the great beyond. And there she would remain. It wouldn't be until centuries later, in the beginning of the 20th century, when renovation workers at Dragsholm reportedly discovered a small skeleton, and as we said, still dressed in white, cap firmly in place, entombed behind a wall. No ceremony, no grave, just silence and stone. Now guests visiting this castle claim to see a woman in white wandering the halls. She is not seen as malevolent or evil, only mournful, a shadow roaming the halls searching for her lost love. Or perhaps even some kind of justice that she never received, since she probably demised there behind the wall. Very sad thought. Some tourists say she appears most often near the castle chapel, others hear soft sobbing. Her ghost is considered one of the castle's gentler spirits. Though of course being bricked alive would earn a little haunting, scary license. I personally
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
personally think, well, she seemed like a nice lady anyway, which makes it even sadder. Either way, my darling Doom enthusiasts, Celestine isn't floating alone at Dragsholm Castle. It's said to house over 100 ghosts, like some kind of haunted hostel. For example, here's 2 of her spectral roommates. First we have the Grey Lady, a former maid who once suffered from a toothache. After the castle's lord kindly arranged treatment, she remained loyal, even in dearly departure. Now she haunts the halls, performing ghostly housekeeping. Polite, efficient, chilling, but mostly polite. Then there's the ghost of a James Hepburn, the 4th Earl of Bothwell and 3rd husband of Mary Queen of Scots. He was imprisoned in Dragsholm for 5 years and demised in misery. His armored ghost is said to gallop through the courtyard on a spectral horseback. Some say he's still wearing his chains, others say he's just being dramatic. Yeah, James, imagine being haunted by your life choices that you come back wearing actual chains. Very on brand for spooky creatures, so 2 thumbs up for that. So, if you ever decide to check in to this ghost hostel or, well, Dragsholm Castle, don't expect a quiet night. And definitely don't complain about the service, because you might just get ghost slapped. And we wouldn't want that, would we? Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to hear more creepy, scary and dark histories from our dark past, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss when I upload, and like, comment, do all those things for the magical algorithm. It's free for you and it helps my channel so much, and it makes my heart happy. So thanks in advance. And also giant thanks to my YouTube members and my Patreon members. I sometimes post exclusive videos and also members first videos and vlogs. And it's thanks to you, my members, that I can keep this channel running, so thank you so much. Either way, stay hydrated, stay amazing, but most of all, stay morbid, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye!